Welcome to LatinPerDiem. Today we're looking at Vergil, Eclogue 1, lines 16 through 18. Sai bemaloc no bis si mains non lai wafuisset. De caelo tactas memini praedicere quercus. Sed tamen iste Deus qui sit da titere nobis. Now Meliboeus continues talking about the effects on the countryside of all of the civil unrest. The main verb here is memini. I remembered. He says, I remembered that this often was evil for us. And of course we have here as a predicate of hoc this oratio obliqua expression. De caelo tactas praedicere quercus. He says, I remember that this foretold, praedicere, presaged, something evil for us, and it did so often. Here's the adverb. And what is it that presaged evil? Namely, that the quercus, here is feminine plural accusative, the oak trees, quercus, fourth declension noun, that the oak trees were touched, tactas, esse, had been touched or were touched, de caelo, from the sky. What this means is that they were struck by lightning. And here, of course, is an image of the quercus. Names of trees in Latin are typically feminine, and this one is no exception. We have yet to deal with the C clause, the protasis here. He says, if my mind, si mains, now of course we understand implicit with mains here is mea, if my mind, non live fuisset, had not been touched, had not been addled or influenced, corrupted. Fuisset, of course, is third, singular, pluperfect, subjunctive, and active. This is from the verb sum. Now, the pluperfect subjunctive is used in past, contrary to fact, conditionals. If my mind, si mains mea, had not been touched, then I remembered, memini. I remembered that this often presaged something evil for us, nobis, in the masculine, plural, and dative. And again, what is hoc? Hoc is this clause, de caelo, or this phrase, de caelo tactas quercus, that the trees were touched from the sky, namely that they were struck by lightning. Meliboeus goes on, sed tamen iste Deus qui sit da titere nobis. Notice that the main verb here is da, and this is second, singular, present, imperative, and active. But nevertheless, sed tamen, tell us da, literally give, and yet the verb do, dara, is often used to express the notion of speaking, i.e., give us some indication who this is. Notice the indirect object nobis, just like up here, is in the masculine plural and dative. Tell us, O titeris, here we have our vocative, tell us who this God is, iste Deus qui sit. The final question, why is sit subjunctive? The answer, it's rogatio obliqua, or indirect question. The direct question is this, qui est Deus, who is the God? And the indirect question, da, tell us, qui sit Deus, who the God is, thus subjunctive.